What's up guys, my name's Captain Dave and welcome back to Mass Effect, where last time we left off we finally returned to Eden Prime. We were making our rounds around the ship. I finally offloaded loads of gear, got loads of stuff, and I am fully... oh, wrong screen again. Still getting the grips with this. And I've gone through and I've equipped myself with all the best goodies I can find. But other than that, it is time to board the Citadel, because we've got to tell the council what we found on Eden Prime to do with their rogue Spectre Saren, to do with the Prothean Beacon, and to do with much more. But while we're here, I think maybe there's one or two more people we could chat to on the way. Navigator Presley, anything interesting to say?
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Oh yes, he was a major loss. Come on, Jenkins for Ashley is a good trade. Admit it, Presley. You know it.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough.
Not hard enough for me to walk away during a conversation. That's what you get for repeating yourself there, Presley.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Well, then they are not going to be very happy with what I have to say.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
That's why we all hate politicians there, Ashley. You are not alone on this one. Important locations are marked on your map for active missions. Key locations may be marked as a destination. Your radar will indicate the direction of the destination in exploration mode. Anyway, this is the Citadel, ladies and gentlemen. This is a behemoth of a place, and in fact, Mass Effect 1 is one of the only times you actually really get to explore the Presidium like this. All the other games you get more sort of like confined to key locations, but this is the Citadel. This is the heart of all galactic space, and we are going to go explore around here and get used to this scenery, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to be here for some time. Okay, so just get used to it. Caden, your thoughts on being here?
Big place.
Couldn't put it better myself. Ashley?
This place is a little too perfect. Like they're hiding something.
Suspicious. Ashley is suspicious. Now, in the Presidium and in the Citadel in total, there are so many things for us to see and do, but as for now, we are going to go meet with the Council, and then we can begin all that afterwards, but this is right here in my face, so I have to do it now. Come on, thumbs, don't fail me now! Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendrickson? Oh, Hendrickson. I thought he was called Hendrickson. But anyway, The captain reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argus Rail cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do you want to send in a recon team? Looks like my thumbs aren't failing me, but apparently my speech is today. That bodes well for the start of this. But anyway, by doing stuff like that, you can pick up side missions and other such stuff that you can do around the galaxy. Stuff that you don't have to do to complete the game, but adds to experience points, adds to upgrades, and many other stuff that will actually come back to help you later on. Like in the Mass Effect game and the Mass Effect series and all that sort of stuff. Alright, Avina. Go on, let's talk to the embassy receptionist. Why not?
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
Well, that's, I suppose, makes a lot of sense, actually.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
Will do. She's basically kind of like the maps we have now, you know, where you look at them and they say, you are here. Well, Avina's pretty much that.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
Oh, you tend to get a little bit of an attitude while you're at it. Well, I'll leave you to your mediocre job.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
I'll say mediocre job. She's basically controlling the whole galaxy right there. I'll leave her be.
Allow me to... Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Sounds interesting.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
And there was me thinking the tour was going to involve some sort of like Jurassic Park Jeep showing us around the place. Wow. Well, basically, there is a lot of stuff here I can't be asked. I'm not going to sit here and click on every single one of them.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Basically what that sort of does is just explains to you to where everything is. CSEC are basically the police around here. You already know what the Spectres are, they've already explained them. The embassies sort of represent every single different race, like the Turians, the humans, whatever. It's kind of self-explanatory. And using these are a way of getting around the Citadel very, very quickly without having to run everywhere, since how we know there isn't a sprint option. And seeing as how we know for a fact that we're just going to go speak to the council first and then do all the other stuff later, we might as well pick up some fast travel to Citadel Tower. We can take the scenic route and explore everything else later, but as for now, we've got stuff to do here.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vakarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Who were you just talking to?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the Council.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Well, let's hope so, because if not, we are rather screwed.
You don't want to keep the Council waiting.
Maybe I do. Maybe I want to make a grand entrance. Maybe the council are going to do that thing where they say, if anyone opposes our decision, speak now or forever hold your peace. And the Shepard's like, boom! Shepard disagrees! That's how I would do it. At least that's how I'd like to think I'd do it. It's a pretty place. Hey, if the rapid transport thing is here, how comes it didn't drop us off here? Lazy, lazy, lazy. Oh, it's a keeper. Anyway, let's go speak with the council. This time we will on Rogue Spectre to stop.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
You're the one who destroyed the beacon. Then you tried to cover it up.
Shift the blame to cover your own failures. Just like Captain Anderson. He's taught you well. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor. And mine.
I'm surprised that Odina doesn't have a heart attack before this game's out. He just gets angry so fast.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Something was served, but it definitely wasn't justice. It smells a little funny too.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
That's probably something you really should have told us before we went in there. That's twice you've kept me in the dark there, Captain Anderson. I am not happy.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Oh, Captain Anderson, you just got burned. And by Odina as well.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
If he's one of the top representatives for like the Shadow Broker, who's supposed to be like this hidden secret organisation of information, then that's a pretty big bit of information to leak there, isn't it?
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Hey, look, we can just get this conversation in a loop. Captain Anderson, do you feel like repeating yourself? Oh, looks like we have quite a lot to chat to Captain Anderson about. Alright, Councillor and the Ambassador. Tell us your thoughts, Captain Anderson.
Our Ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The Ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Well, so do I. There's no reason why we should be helping them and they're not helping us out.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
Yeah, but sometimes you do have to kind of sacrifice what you want for the greater, for the benefit of everyone else. Wasn't that sort of like the same discussion we were just having about like not killing innocents to like achieve your objective and all that sort of stuff? Maybe we have to take the hit on this one.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
I love the insult. It's like a disgrace to our species. I always think that just sounds so much more insulting than like race or gender or anything like that.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I think if anything it would look better on the humans if we got rid of him. He's the first human, like, CSEC officer. If we were willing to actually cut him to, like, improve CSEC, and we're, like, shooting ourselves in the foot to help everyone else, they might be thinking, oh, humans are decent, but no, we're trying to keep him in just to make us look good. No wonder they don't trust us.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
Although that is really creepy, them just watching us, not even letting us know. It's like, well, when are they watching us, you know? Taking a deuce? I don't want the Council watching me take a deuce.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
Kinda like superheroes. They do what they like, and sort of, in a way, work with the law.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
That explains why nobody was surprised when stuff went down on Eden Prime then. Just a Spectre just casually sitting on board.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
See, Spectre on Spectre seems like a bit too many variables up in the air. I'll send about 5 Spectres to go get him. That way you know you're getting the job done.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
And that's why I think knowing that Bar Levon is one of the Shadow Broker's agents is like a major information leak. It's just, you're basically just giving them a way of working their way in to find out who it is. But I suppose somebody needs to do the deals.
Tell me about Bar Levon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Alright, that will be all, Anderson.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the Ambassador's office if you need anything else.
And I know that all of that was a long, long piece of conversation, but you've got to bear in mind this is the start of a very large game, and pieces of information like that is basically setting up the galaxy. This... You have something to say, Caden? Something on your mind? Sorry? No, please tell me. If you're going to interrupt me, tell me.
You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the Council. Think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance?
You're a deep individual there, Caden, aren't you? I'm talking about the structure of the galaxy, and you're thinking about steps. Ashley?
What are those, cherry trees?
Wow, you're even worse than Caden. But yeah, basically, right now it's a massive game, and we're setting up the premises of this entire galaxy. And even though stuff like that might seem, after a while, a little bit boring, you need to listen to all of it, because...
That guy's up to something.
What guy?
The one over by the Keeper.
Because he's setting up a rich and diverse galaxy, which is just used throughout all 3 games, and you really need to know all that information.
Not enough data yet.
And this, right here, is the start of one of the most irritating side quests ever.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
The funny thing is, if more people listened to this guy right here at the very start of the first game, there probably wouldn't have even needed to be a second and a third game, because he probably would have discovered something that we needed, but oh well. Now basically you've got a lot of these guys to scan. How many is it exactly? Unusual readings, but 1 of 21 you've got to scan, and they're all around the Citadel, like everywhere. Few tasks, go to the Hydra system, blah blah blah, and scan the Keepers. They're basically everywhere around the Presidium and everywhere around the Citadel. That takes a lot of time trying to find them all. I'm pretty certain there's one actually up here as well. So while I'm in here, I might as well get this one. But I'm not going to run around and bore you guys, like, running around to every single Keeper trying to find them. That's something I'll do in my own time before we leave the Presidium. Because there's nothing interesting about running up and finding some random Keeper and going, boop. So, even if it does get me 30 credits and 10 experience points. But anyway, what are we doing? We've got a few things to do. We need to go see Garrus, I think was the first thing on this. So we've got the Shadow Broker, head to the bank in the financial district to see Bala Von. Garrus, go to Chora's Den in the lower, or however the hell you say that, Chora's Den in the lower wards and speak to Harkin, the C6 agent who might know where to find Garrus. And also expose Saren. We just basically need to find proof, and the proof is at the Shadow Broker. So I believe he is right outside the Citadel Tower. So it looks like we are off to go see Bala Von, and let's get some information on. I forgot his name. Saren. That's the guy.